So this is going to go over the last of the distance events, the hammer throw, or hammer throws. So men are going to have a heavy and light hammer that are 22 and 16 pounds. Women will have 16 and 12 pounds for their light hammers, or for their hammer weights. Now, I don't have it behind me, but the hammer will be thrown with the trig behind you. I'm out practicing, so I don't have a trig here behind me. But in a competition, you have a board there that you cannot step over or on top of. You're going to be allowed to align like to the side of the trig. My right foot would have to stay behind the trig, but this one can move out to the side if I'm needing to get good ground with my blades on. But my foot cannot go past that trig if I do happen to move it. Now, blades are not a requirement. If it's something that you're going to love this sport, eventually you're going to want to get them. They help you counter better, help you kind of stay grounded. Early on starting, maybe some cleats. But the first and best way to do this is, or do the winds and throw the hammer, is probably just a single wind. If you're doing a double wind, you're going to have more potential to lose your balance, especially as you add more winds. Most common is going to be a 3-wind approach, but let's just show you what a 1-wind and 2-wind look like. So I'm going to go ahead and put my blades in the ground since I have them, which always can debate if the actual ground will stay. But what I'm going to do is, I'm a right-handed thrower and I throw over my left shoulder. I want to try to keep my arms long, and since I'm a right-handed thrower, I want my low point of my orbit of my circle to be on my right side. Since I'm doing a 1-wind, I don't have to worry about that too much. What I'm going to do is take my hammer, put it back behind me, and reach out. I'm going to lift the hammer up over my shoulder, turn back, catch it, and throw it. I like to think of throwing a golf club as far as I can if I was mad and angry at golf. So right here, I'm going to set the hammer back and do a 1-wind. So that is a 1-wind. Now let's do a 2. With the hammer, in the southeast, we typically just throw 1. To throw light hammer, you need a really big field to be safe. Generally, there's not sector lines, so you have to throw it within a distance. Your better throws are probably going to be more straight behind you. So let's do a 2-wind now, if you feel like you can keep your balance. And those are the hammer throws. I have a whole series on a ton of different stuff on the hammer throw on YouTube. So if you haven't seen that already, try to find it, look that up. I think it's Scottish hammer throw tutorial is what it's listed. I think it's 7 or 8 videos long.